What's up? Um, I decided to stream from YouTube today because, well, the truth is that StreamYard changed their terms and conditions, and I was too lazy to read them to see how much of my privacy they were violating. So here we are on YouTube. Recently, someone recommended me the book Halakhic Man, except they didn't recommend the entire book. They said read footnote 4. And I have done just that. I have pulled it up actually. I haven't actually read it yet. So, shall we begin? Straight up footnote 4. Also, okay, so let me a little backstory here in terms of finding what's up Brandos United. Um oh wait, I know how to do this. Nope, I don't. Um so some backstory here in terms of finding the text. There are 15 million different sets of footnote in this text, so it's a little bit complicated in terms of of knowing for sure that you found the proper one, but I'm in the actual notes to the text, not any of the translator prefaces or whatever. Um, Footnote 4. Even though Kierkegaard disagreed with Hegel's philosophy from beginning to end and made it the object of his fierce, stinging attacks, he nevertheless accepted from him the dialectical principle, with many significant changes, to be sure. And this concept of the dialectic, which he and Karl Barth introduced into the analysis of the unfolding of the religious consciousness. In this view concerning the antinomic structure, okay, so I had to Google antinomic. Outside of the law, outside of structure, the antinomic structure of religious experience. I guess it's free form structure of religious experience, which was revised and refined by Rudolf Otto in his book, The Idea of Holy, which tells us about the numinous. Oh man, this is such a long sentence. I already forgot I'm gonna have to start again. And this concept of the dialectic, which he and Karl Barth introduced into the analysis of the unfolding of the religious consciousness, in this view concerning the antinomic structure of religious experience, which was revised and refined by Rudolf Otto in his book, The Idea of Holy, give the lie to the position that is prevalent nowadays in religious circles, whether in Protestant groups or in American Reform and Conservative Judaism, that the religious experience is of a very simple nature, that is, devoid of the spiritual tortuousness present in the secular cultural consciousness of psychic upheavals and of the pangs and torments that are inextricably connected with the development and refinement of man's spiritual personality. So I think what he's saying is that there's sort of a shallowness, a neediness to Protestant American religion in problem of pain. I have a copy of that I probably started to read and then maybe wasn't fully devoted to. Okay, this footnote actually goes on for several pages, so I'm going to skip to the last paragraph because my dog is crying. Okay, it goes on for like 4 pages. I kind of thought footnote, that'll be like a really easy way to do this, but okay. So then he's comparing, and then here's the contrast. This is a different thing he's talking about. The pangs of searching and groping, the tortures of spiritual crises and exhausting tracks of the soul purify and sanctify man, cleanse his thoughts and purge them of the husks of superficiality and the dross of vulgarity. Out of these torments, there emerges a new understanding of the world, a powerful spiritual enthusiasm that shakes the very foundation of man's existence. He arises from the agonies, purged and refined, possessed of a pure heart and a new spirit. And there's a scripture quote, Jeremiah 37. It is a time of agony unto Jacob, but out of it shall he be saved. I don't know what's happening in that passage in Jeremiah. But here's some more. That is, from out of the very midst of the agony itself, he will attain eternal salvation and redemption. The spiritual stature and countenance of the man of God are chiseled and formed by the pangs of redemption themselves. So I think that this person wanted me to compare or to think about where you could have this kind of shallow, ooey gooey Christianity or Judaism, or and then again, skipping 2 pages of this footnote, but I mean, to be fair, it's a footnote. Or you could have this sort of transformation, this attainment, this Orthodox, I think, would call it this process of theophany or becoming like God. Um, so those are that's the footnote minus the pages I skipped. Um, I did this as a live stream. First of all, as an experiment, and second of all, because I didn't want to bother uploading anything. Um, Hi Mandy, what's going on? Um, I could drop a link in here and do the whole live stream thing, but my dog needs to eat and so forth. Live streams are so much easier. I agree. Um, should I figure out how to share the link? There's got to be a way. This is it's completely different on this platform. Maybe there's not. Maybe that's the whole reason people use. I don't think so. That must be why people use StreamYard. Aha. Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. That is why people bother with StreamYard, even though they would have to read the terms and conditions, which have changed, or pay a lot of money to StreamYard, which seems to be an area of conflict. So I see. Okay, so it's a totally different platform with completely different things, which is why streaming software exists. It makes sense, but it also is annoying because Google could easily update its YouTube platform, but they don't, I'm assuming because of profit. OBS. I would consider OBS. I guess one of my considerations is, well, I guess I don't actually have any considerations because I read the YouTube terms of service once, and whatever's you can't mine data on YouTube, you can't collect data on YouTube. Oh, okay. It's like a Linux situation. Um, but the streaming platform might not matter. I don't remember. Um, okay, I feel guilty because my dog is crying, and so I should probably go do that. But this has been fun. I have read from Halakhic Man, and I have only read the footnote 4 on page 143, and actually I skipped a bunch of that. Um, I would like to wish you all a good afternoon. Hopefully, it's bright and sunny where you are. It is dreary and raining here. My poor dog, she needs us.